Hi guys, it's Carrie with Happy Fish Tarot, reeling in wisdom from the Sea of Tarot, and you are watching Tarot Tuesday. A few years ago, I was really stuck. I was in a job that I didn't like. I had all of these ideas about all of these creative things I wanted to do. I wanted to write, and I wanted to dye my hair, and I wanted to have this awesome creative life, but instead I just felt really kind of frozen in place. One day when I was going through that period in my life, I for some reason was compelled to sit down and make a bucket list, which is something I had never done before. So I wrote various things that I wanted to accomplish, things I wanted to do, things I wanted to experience, and the strangest thing happened. As soon as I finished writing that list, I felt like some kind of veil had been lifted within my consciousness. My life still didn't look exactly how I wanted it to, of course, but I had done something that at the time I didn't realize is an immensely powerful act. I had given myself permission to actually want what I wanted. I knew this was a powerful moment for me, but I didn't really fully connect why it was so powerful until a few years later when I was reading the Firestarter Sessions by Danielle Laporte, which I would highly recommend. And she talks about how important it is for us to give ourselves permission to want what we want. There's so many people who have talent and drive who hold themselves back from going towards the things that they want in their life because they don't give themselves permission to really want those things. And there's a lot of ways that this can manifest. It might look like telling yourself that you're not good enough. It might look like telling yourself you don't have enough time. It might look like telling yourself that somebody else has already done what you want to do better. There's many, many, many reasons that we don't let ourselves really go all in on what it is that we want. And I think a lot of it kind of comes down to we're trying to protect ourselves. We think that if we really truly let ourselves want something and then we don't get that thing, that we'll be crushed. It's a really scary thing to let yourself want something, to even just admit, even to yourself, that you desire something can be absolutely terrifying, especially if it's something big, if it's something life revolutionizing, if you want to start a business, if you want to completely change your life, if you want to change the world, if you want to bring positivity. When I was thinking about this concept, it kind of brought to mind the Two of Wands for me. When I see this card, I think a lot about personal power, and I really love this depiction in The Wild Unknown, where we have all of the rainbow colors, and then the two wands are kind of at an angle. It almost looks to me like they're pointing towards a specific goal or a desire, something that somebody wants. And then when you're holding the card in front of your face, you can almost imagine taking those wands into your own two hands. And for me, that brings to mind kind of a metaphor of allowing yourself to really fully step in to what it is that you want and to admit to yourself, even if only to yourself, you don't have to admit it to the whole world, but to really fully admit to yourself that you want this thing, very badly. There's a lot of reasons that I think we put up mental barriers against letting ourselves really want what we want. And the reasons are probably as various as there are people on the planet. But I think one thing that a lot of us have in common is that when we want something really deeply, we have this tendency to wrap up our self-worth in accomplishing that thing. I was just talking with a friend about this the other day, and it was a huge aha moment for me. If we do allow ourselves to really want something, there's a lot of vulnerability in that, because what happens if we let go of all the blocks against wanting something, and we let ourselves step in and really feel how much we long for that thing, and then we don't get that thing. Are we not good human beings? Are we not talented enough? Are we not smart enough? Are we not strong enough? Did we not work hard enough? We really have this tendency to wrap up our self-worth in us actually getting what we want and what we desire. And I think the truth is that at our core, something within us knows that that is not our worth. And when we don't even allow ourselves to feel that experience of wanting something so much, it prevents us from even taking the first steps towards getting that thing. I think if you can allow yourself, if you can give yourself permission to actually own up to what it is that you want, you're miles and miles and miles ahead of the vast majority of the population. I think most people kill their dreams before they can even start working towards them, and it's a very sad thing, and it's something that I personally was doing for a long time. So if you're in that place where you're stuck and you're not letting yourself want what you want out of any type of fear or any type of block, maybe try doing what I did. It's really not that scary to just sit down with a piece of paper by yourself and take that first step and write down what it is that you want. Own it, claim it, write it, name it for yourself. And once you've done that, that's going to start to move you and progress you. And doing that is the very first key to unlocking the road to moving into the life that you're meant to live. Thank you for watching. As always, I put out videos every Tuesday. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my site at happyfishtarot.com. I am available for private readings via email as well as over Skype. I will catch you next time.